Alright, I got 16 minutes exactly until my brownies need checking on, so I'm just gonna go. So hi, I'm Megara and welcome. If you're new here, welcome back. If you've been to this channel before, because I'm very little, I'm only a little person. Well, I'm tall-ish, but I, like many people, own a lot of foundations, and I have a list on my phone of all the foundations I own. Because I thought about doing this, I decided how many have I actually got and how long could I actually extend this series for. And it turns out quite a while if you guys like it. Now most foundation Fridays or foundation reviews people do a one day wear test. And me being me, I decided I may take this a step further. I'm going to try and do a week-long wear test. Now this doesn't mean I'm going to be doing it for 7 days. It may mean I do it for like 3 if I've got a bad week, because it all depends on what work's like, or 4 or 5, 6, all depends on the week. But it is going to be a multiple day wear test. It isn't just going to be a, oh I put this on this morning, it can actually be the afternoon and then I take it off 2 hours later and it looks good. It's going to be a case of I get home from work and I update you on how my foundation's looking, that kind of deal. So this week I have the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-hour wear hydrating foundation. It is oil free and I have the shade Fair 0.3, which is a fair skin tone with a neutral undertone. Yes kids, I'm that pale. So as you can tell, I'm not sure if you can tell, but I've got quite pink cheeks around here and it used to extend down here. As you can tell by this bit here, it does. It all depends on the amount of dairy I'm eating, because I have a dairy allergy. Great fun. And yeah, so it extends all the way down there sometimes. So I've had the issue in the past of people matching to like this bit of my cheek, not my neck, which is not the same colour as that. Not sure if anybody else has that issue. But this one does actually match me pretty well. It is one of my favourites. And it is good for up to 2 years apparently. I've just read the back of it. Never looked at the back of it before. So, in all of these wear tests, I'm going to be sticking primarily to 2 primers. It's either going to be the Infallible Magical Essence Drops by L'Oreal or the Smashbox Hangover Cure. There may be a different primer somewhere in the middle if, say, lockdown continues and I can't get hold of either of these 2, but it's primarily going to be these that I use on a day-to-day basis. So for today, judging by how little of that I've got left, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced one. And if you're wondering about my skin type, I have like normal to dry skin on a daily basis. So I do have to use moisturisers and all that fun. I have moisturised today. I just use the Revolution, the one in the pot. I can't be bothered to go and find it because it's in the other room. And I'm just gonna smear this. This is also a hydrating primer, which is why I like it. And I've got a hydrating foundation, again why I like it. So I'm gonna stick a base on and we'll go from there. So sponge, so I go for a decent amount of product because I like coverage, because pink cheeks, a few zits. I'm having a good week this week. Well, I'm having a good day today, I haven't got many. I think ice cream van's out. I'm not sure if he's allowed out actually. Is he being naughty? So as you may be able to tell, this has evened my skin tone out quite nicely. Just gonna go back here and cover up the bits under my sideburns. Like it's not maximum full coverage because you can still see like my mole freckly thing up there. But it's pretty good coverage. It does claim to be medium to full coverage, I believe. I think that's what it said, and I was told. Now for today's concealer, and probably tomorrow's concealer, I'm going to use the Jeffree Star Magic Concealer. It's one of my favourites, I just like the bottle really, and it's a good concealer. Stick this on. Am I going anywhere today? No. The extent of my movement is to kitchen and back from kitchen to sofa. Now if you're wondering why some days I'm going to have good days, bad days, depends how much sleep I get, and I'm considered a key worker in my job, so I do actually have to go to work every day. But because it's not directly customer facing, it's a delivery service type thing, then nobody cares if I turn up. In what some may consider drag makeup, like massive. The guys could turn up as drag queens and nobody would bat an eyelid. I would. I've asked them which eyeshadow palettes they were using and stuff, but that's about the extent of the questioning in my workplace. Now, powder, the one I normally go in with is a Fenty Pro Filter powder in butter, and I've got product on that. So, is my tapered brush dry? Yes. It's actually clean, guys. And I've got powder all over the table. Oh well. So I'm just gonna go in, set my face, get some of this powder off the table, get more on the table in the process. And I'm going to go with a bigger brush, same with this one for a change. As you can tell, it's still quite glowy underneath. I've got to stop making a mess here, although it's not like any of these are really going to notice. I'm going to clean up afterwards. But even when I powder down, it's still got a bit of glow to it. All I've got is moisturiser, concealer powder and stuff like that, but there's still a bit of a glow to my skin, as you can see. All there is natural daylight over there. It's just this is a better backdrop than my dining table. I live in a one-bed flat. So I'm gonna go and throw some more makeup on. I'll probably be doing a tutorial for a look I did the other day that my friend has requested I make. But I'll see you in probably about 20 minutes. Probably an hour or so in reality. And I'll check back in with you then to give you a good old close-up. So this is what we're looking at close-up. I've just brought you into the kitchen because it's got better lighting-ish. And you can see a bit of texture on my face. It is tacky in some places. I just need to put a bit more powder on. But it is still looking pretty fresh, pretty good. And the main issue is just my skin underneath because I get quite textured skin sometimes. So I've got bronzer, foundation, I've got bronzer and all of that kind of stuff on now, including eyeshadow. I'll leave the link to the eyeshadow video if it goes up first down in the comments. The description. So, it's looking pretty good so far. So much is my mark. And other than the texture I've got on my cheeks, like around here and stuff, I think it looks pretty good. I think the highlighter is a touch too dark for me at the moment. I don't know, I haven't decided. But it's settling into a few fine lines up on my forehead, but everything does that because, well, I've got massive eyelids. So to really get anywhere with them I have to lift my eyebrows up, which then causes creasing and all that fun, but I really don't care that much because it's just part of who I am. It's not like it's doing it excessively, it's just doing it. I'm just going to blend that highlighter in on my nose a little bit. Looks a bit better now, I think. But yeah, it's looking good. I'll catch up with you in a few hours because it's currently 5:15 in the evening. But I'll have this foundation on tomorrow and I'll do an update on the way to work and stuff. Out in the natural daylight, hopefully it won't be raining. Otherwise it could be entertaining, but if it does, I'll update you about how it lasts in the rain. So, see ya tomorrow. Also, it will be on my phone, so I'm not sure what the quality is going to be like. Fun. So it's 9:30, so about 5 hours later-ish, and it's still looking really good. I mean, highlight is still there. All that jazz. Bit of stuff coming off. My lip gloss has come off, but that's kind of a given. So I'll check in tomorrow when my makeup's back on. I mean, hasn't sunk into lines too much. Hasn't come off my nose yet. I'll see you tomorrow. It's Monday morning. I'm running late to work, and this is what my face is looking like. So, pretty good, I think. Had a bit of disaster with eyeshadow over here, but that happens. But yeah, this is what my skin's looking like in my natural daylight. All that fun stuff. Not sure if you can hear me over the cars, but yeah, it's looking pretty good. So this is hour 13 in this makeup, and it doesn't look bad. Still see the texture on my feet, texture on my cheeks. Stayed on my nose pretty well, I think. A few marks around my lips where coffee mug, that size. yeah. I think it's come off my chin a little bit, but it's not too bad. It's pretty good, I'd say. So I'll see you again tomorrow, probably. It's Tuesday, and once again, walking to work, and I forgot to put a primer on this morning, so let's see how this goes. I'm not bored, my hair's just tied up, and I have, yes, got purple eyeshadow on again. But it seems to be alright. I managed to put everything else on, so let's see how this goes by the end of the day. It's currently about 25 past 5, so I've just got home, hence me looking a bit shiny and greasy and all that jazz. But good test for oily skin is, so you can see it has settled a bit my smile lines, pores and stuff. Bearing in mind I haven't got a primer on today, so smile lines, you can see my pores and stuff, but this cheek is always a bit worse. You can actually feel it when you rub your finger across all this texture, so it's not like it emphasises texture any more than usual, as is this little friend here. But this is my cheek that looks a bit more normal and is less textured. You can see it doesn't look anywhere near as bad as the other one. It's just this one is the fun one. It does come off a bit because I've been wearing sunglasses, but if I do go like this, it does blend in. Not my forehead, but my forehead is just a mess. Eyeliner is pretty good, I would say, on this eye. Let's not talk about this eye. But I've got mascara on this stuff as well. But I'll say it's looking pretty good. I don't know if I'm going to update you again this evening because I am sweaty and I need a shower. So I'll see you again tomorrow probably. And I'm once again running late for work. But I used a blue one today, blue primer, and it's looking pretty good. I mean, I'll give you a better look at what the makeup's like later. I don't really have time right now. If you're curious, it's 5:30, so this has been on for like 8, so 9 hours-ish? Dunno. But also, it's still looking pretty good. Alright, it is Tuesday afternoon? Wednesday afternoon? I think it's Wednesday, and bright eyeshadow today, if you're curious, but because it is a very hot day, it's like 20 odd degrees out, it has come off with me sunglasses, but it is still looking pretty good. I think if I buff over my mole, but you can still see my hairline, it stayed on pretty well because I'm on a bit of ham with it today, not gonna lie. That has come off a bit around my mouth and stuff, and under my nose, but staying on pretty well at the moment. It's another wonderfully bright morning on a Thursday, and as you can see, it's normal creasing. Skin's looking pretty alright for a change. Cars going past, and my eyeshadow's pretty bright again. The usual. It's 10 o'clock, this has been on for 14 hours, and it's a bit shinier, but it was like 22 degrees earlier. It hasn't sunk into my lines as much today. Still a bit around my eyes and stuff, but considering I've had this on for 14 hours, it's looking pretty damn good. Welcome to Friday, the last day. You'll see this video next week. But easy day, it's still a bit cloudier, so let's see how this lasts on a cooler day, I guess. It is Friday evening and it's like 8:30. I'm taking this off, it's been on 12 hours. And considering, I think it looks pretty good. I mean, usually shoes with my eyebrows, a little bit of come off, you can kind of see a bit of texture around there, but non-eyebrow season. The rest of my face looks pretty good. I mean, you should have put bronzer a bit further back, and it's come up a bit around my mouth. Considering I had it on for 12 hours, I think it looks pretty good, and I think it's a 16-hour run. I think I've done that in a day, but yeah, it looks pretty good. I mean, it hasn't settled into me fine lines too much. I say too much, you can't really tell unless you get really close. See, around here, I always have a dry spot around here. It stayed on my nose, and it stayed on pretty much everywhere else apart from like around my mouth where I've had food and stuff. So yeah, I felt pretty good going. It's the end of the week. I haven't got any foundation on. I'm sorry, but I should have filmed this a couple of days ago and I completely forgot about it, and I need to start the next week's video. So what do I think of the lovely Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation? 15-hour wear if you've got normal to dry skin. It's real, as you may have seen in the clips, because that still looks pretty damn good after like 16-17 hours, which is something of an achievement, because I know some foundations look really grim after like 12. Would I recommend it? Definitely. There is a reason why it is one of my favourite foundations. They have a lot of shades. I've used not much, and I've had this I've been using this all the way through lockdown, which is currently like 2-3 months in. I haven't used too much of it. And they have a lot of shades, they have a lot of undertones. It is kind of expensive, but if you want to invest in something, you've got normal to dry skin, would totally recommend. It's good quality, it's good coverage, and I really like it. There's a reason why it's one of my favourites. So if you've liked this video, can you give it a big thumbs up? I'll greatly appreciate it, and also subscribe, because I'm trying to grow this channel so that I can actually invest in some more foundations to test out once I run out of all of these. And I think that's it. So I'll see you next Friday for another foundation video, or on Tuesday for a video I have coming up with Shopaholic Meg, or Megan Dixon. It's the same person, she just changed her name. See you then. Bye!